games. Whoop, let's go. Hursty games, and this how we do. Now it's time we team up.
Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games and welcome to a player review of one of the new FUT birthday cards. Today we were lucky enough on stream to pack Nico Gaitan, and if you guys saw the stream, thank you for coming in. If not, I will try and show a cheeky little clip of the stream now. As you can see in that, I wasn't too full of energy because I wasn't feeling great. I'm still not 100% now, but I thought, you know what, if I'm good enough to stream and try and get these short streams out there, hopefully I can get some videos out there for you too. And today we're going to be reviewing this brand new card. So the changes to him, he's currently got 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot. I'm not sure what his normal stars and everything are, but that's more than normal. Medium, left-footed, which is interesting. I think he's left-footed anyway, but it's left-footed players can always be a little bit up and down with me. Sometimes they can just be insane. Sometimes left-footed players, I forget they're left-footed and therefore they become next to useless. But otherwise, looking at his in-game stats, I put an engine on him. Gives a +5 to his pace, which gives him 91. Gives him, I think it's a +7 to his passing, which gives him 92. And then it's a +7 as well to his dribbling, which gives him a 93. You can up the shooting if you want. For me personally, because he's going to be playing that central cam position, I think it's maybe just a bit more beneficial to have the engine on him. However, if you're wanting to up the shooting, something like Deadeye would work a treat. Otherwise you could go with Hunter or Catalyst or anything like that, but I wanted to up that pace just a little bit. You can see the team he's going into. It's just a bit of a fun team, nothing crazy. I'm not trying to go out and set world records. So just to clarify, I'm going to play my first game in friendlies as a bit of a warm-up for me, just because I haven't played the game in so long, and the other games I'll be playing in Div Rivals. Just to give it a fair review of the card, but I just want to have that first game as a chance to actually warm up, just because I haven't played the game. Hopefully you guys understand that. Obviously we have no idea what this guy's team is going to be like. It could be amazing, it could be awful, we just don't know. Normally people play with like lone icons. I could have done the same thing, but I didn't think about it. But we're just going to get in and hopefully Gaitan can have a good game. Okay, we get the ball here to Gaitan, see what he can do here nice and early. It's quite a heavy touch, but a nice little, quite a quick responsive skill move there. Nice little ball roll. Nice little over the top ball here to Osman. We're going to try and cut back to Gaitan. Edge of the box. Pulls it onto his left. Oh, it's a good effort, but it does hit the post. Nice pass there from Gaitan. Mbappe. Oh, I tried to go back to him, but Gaitan's done really well. He's not got much strength, but he's done really well to keep hold of that ball there. Mate, he's done so well to keep this. Oh, I pulled it onto his right. He's just about kept it. Mate, already, I've got to say, he's playing really nicely. Gaitan with the rainbow flick. Things you love to see. Keep it going. He's kept it. Again, for someone with not much physicality, he's kept the ball really well. Look at him go. Left peg. Mate, he is going to get himself a goal. I can tell you right now, Gaitan is going to score in this game. The fact he has the ability to keep the ball like that is crazy. He's got such strength that I was unaware that he was actually going to have, because I think he's only got like 62 strength or something. But we get a goal. It's not Gaitan. David Silva pops up with the first goal. Sorry, David Luiz, apologies. Pops up with the first goal. Mate, I feel unlucky for Gaitan now. We should have had a hat-trick. And David Luiz gets a cheeky header on a corner and gets us our first goal. Outrageous. Roulette, love that. Where are we going to go? You don't know, do you? Neither did I. Damn it. Renato Sanchez bursting forward here. Look at the run from Gaitan. Good first touch. Brings it onto his left. Surely now. There we go. Gaitan gets the goal he deserves. He's been absolutely fantastic this first half. Honestly, already 28 minutes in, really enjoying this card. Very efficient with his dribbling. Very good use of skill moves. Like he feels responsive. Sometimes you get players that are like 5-star that don't feel as good. So for example, I feel like the way Messi responds when you ask him to do a skill move is way better than Ronaldo this year. That's just my personal my personal opinion and experience of using both those cards in drafts and stuff. I just find Messi is way more responsive. Gaitan feels that level of responsiveness for me. He feels really responsive. He feels really good, and I've given away a penalty, so there's that. But genuinely, I think Gaitan feels very effective, and a real good cam already. Very good cam. Now we've got to keep this penalty out. I'm probably not going to. Fabinho is a very good penalty taker. He's looking to the right, which means he's probably going to go left, but I'm going to call his bluff, and I went right too. Love that. Howard gets it up to Gaitan. We see a lovely run there out wide by Thalvin, who's going to just take a touch, play it nice and simply into Gaitan. Gaitan, oh, I was looking for a pass, but what a strike that is, right in that top corner from Gaitan. That is a perfect finish. We know he's got De Gea in goal. It's either De Gea or FUT BIRTHDAY. Obviously, we don't know because it's on friendlies. But what a strike that is. That is right in that top corner. You don't get it any more near that top corner than that. That is absolute perfection. And again, bear in mind, this is without a boost on any form of shooting. I've boosted his pace, passing and dribbling, and he is scoring an absolute screamer like that. Mate, I am so happy with how Gaitan's playing so far. He's doing really well. Second half, I do want to try and utilise him more as a cam and try and actually play the ball through to Mbappe a bit more, which is what most people would probably end up doing. However, if I get him in the shooting positions, I am going to shoot with him because we've seen what he can do. He really can shoot. You can see there his stamina is quite low. He's getting a lot of the ball, so that might be a big part of it, because obviously I'm actively playing the ball to him quite a bit. But realistically, he's playing really well. Thauvin with plenty of space here. We're going to cut this back into Gaitan, who's going to play a simple pass to Mbappe. He gets it back, cut in onto that left foot. Oh, what a great save from De Gea. I should have tried his weak foot there. I should have tried on the right foot, but the passing was great. He tried to just wipe him out, but Gaitan kept his feet, took a decent shot. Realistically, I probably should have done better there. Finesse was probably not the way forward, but mate, lovely bit of play between him and Mbappe there. Gaitan, love that. Let's try and get a cross in. Let's see what his crossing's like. It's a good deep ball. Osimhen up to it, but it doesn't drop to it, but it does drop to Mbappe, who finds the back of the net. A nice cross there from Gaitan. Obviously, sadly, he didn't get the assist because Osimhen didn't score it, but it was a decent cross. It was a nice high cross and found the mark, but hey, Mbappe scored. Gaitan picks the ball up deep in the opponent's half here. Lovely turn, then a nice pass off to Mbappe. Aouar now, back up to Gaitan. Going to play it back to Aouar. We're going to have to sweat this one across, and we do just about find it in the back of the net. Lovely bit of build-up play between Mbappe, Aouar and Gaitan. Just lovely passing, all three of them more than capable. So Gaitan keeping up with a player like Mbappe. That's the end of era, not end of era, end of season, sorry, Aouar as well, which is a very good card. So honestly, this Gaitan is fitting in with some very good, very usable cards. So I'm really enjoying him so far. Not an assist again, but assist of the assist, if you want to put it that way. Who knows? Gaitan going to play a through ball here out to Osimhen. A very nice through ball as well. That's pretty much weighted perfectly. I don't think I could have asked for that to be any better. Now we're going to play it back to him, play it down to Mbappe, who's going to cut inside and is going to tap that one home. Gaitan does finally get himself the assist that he's been looking for as well. Lovely pass out to Osimhen, lovely pass back in, and then a simple pass in to Mbappe. Mate, honestly, this is going to be one of the easiest player reviews I think I've ever done. Gaitan plays a lovely ball off to Mbappe. Mbappe is just going to shoot. Oh, that's a good save. Osimhen into, I don't think that's it's Thauvin. Okay, it's not Gaitan. I thought Gaitan had scored again. Well, that is the end of that game, and mate, Gaitan had a blinder. I know this game was on friendlies, but we will get into some div rivals now, just because I haven't played a match of FIFA because I've not been well in X amount of days. I just wanted to give myself at least a chance to warm up a little bit. Playing a game of friendlies was exactly the way to do that. Gaitan had an absolute blinder. Thoroughly loved using him in that game, and hopefully we get more of that. Okay, on to game number 2 and our first game in Div Rivals, and you can see we come up against a pretty darn good team here. He's got that new Moments Lucas Moura, which is a very good card. He's got the Moments Bernardo Silva, which is an absolute beast. And some other good players around there as well, a few icons, so it's going to be a tough game. Not a good start in the second game. Mane's absolutely rinsed us there, not good. Osimhen, get it into Gaitan. Gaitan with a simple turn. Mbappe, going to try and get it back to Gaitan. Gaitan does really well to win this ball. We're going to try the shot. I think it's going to be a corner, and it's not a corner, it's a goal kick. The strength there was half decent, but not enough to get a decent shot away. Strength is definitely one of his slightly weaker parts. I know in that first game he was holding people off quite well or winning the ball back, but this game he's come up against a few more slightly meta defenders, and he's struggling strength-wise. Aouar wins that ball really nicely. Gaitan with a fantastic first touch. Flicks over the defender. Surely. Oh, it's a good effort. But he went close post. I asked him to go far post. I don't know if it would have made much of a difference. But he's mugged the defender off really nicely there. Beat Semedo to it, but hit it straight at Silerson, which is a real shame. Nice bit of play there from Aouar and Gaitan. Mbappe just about keeps it. They get it across to Thauvin, who's going to sweat it across to Mbappe. Nice bit of build-up play. The initial passing between Aouar and Gaitan was quite nice. In the end, Obviously, Gaitan didn't have anything to do with the goal itself, but we do manage to get back into it, 1-1. We're going half-time at 1-1. Gaitan again having a good game. I feel like he's played fairly well. This game obviously not been quite as impressive as the last one, but that was in friendlies, whereas this is obviously in Div Rivals, so it was always going to be a tougher game. But again, I like his how he feels on the ball. I like how he dribbles. I like his skill moves, and his shooting, it's still impressive. One thing I want to see in the second half is how Thalvin fares in the second half, how his stamina lets him play, because he is yet again in this game, like he was in the first, he was pretty tired at half time. So it'd be interesting to see if he's the kind of player that maybe would need subbing off after like the 70th or so minute. We'll have to wait and see. Thalvin with space down this wing, but we're going to play it inside to Gaitan. He plays a lovely first pass to Mbappe, gets it back to Gaitan, onto his left foot. Oh, he hits the post. Oh, Gaitan. I can't believe he hasn't scored that. Honestly, I'd have laid my house on him scoring that. I'd be so confident in him bagging that. I can't believe that. He's been so good for me, and he misses that. I'm gutted. I'm absolutely gutted. Gaitan picks the ball up in a great spot. Surely now, this time, there it is. Gaitan finally gets himself to goal, and it's one he deserves. He's been fantastic. He really has been nothing short of great this game, and he's just been so unlucky not to have scored, and he finds a great goal. Lovely bringing it onto his left foot. Beats about 3 or 4 defenders depending on how you look at it when he gets that ball in the edge of the box. So fair play to him. Absolutely chuffed, and he deserves that goal. He really does. Osman has got away from his defender here. We are going to cut back. Can we see anyone in space? Get it across to Thalvin. Gets it to Gaitan. Right foot. Gaitan buries it on his weaker foot, and Gaitan gets himself a second goal. Good lad. It's like waiting for buses. You wait for one and then 2 show up at the same time. It's absolutely amazing play from Osman to get in behind the defender. Plays a nice pass across to Thalvin. I have to give Thalvin credit. I'm not his biggest fan of his card. He kind of lets me down a little bit, but hey, Gaitan pops up, finishes on his weaker foot. Absolutely love that. Well done, Gaitan. He gets 2 goals. He leaves it late on, but he does get the 2 goals. Get the ball to Mbappe here. Do we maybe have one last chance? Can we maybe be jammy and get Gaitan a late hat-trick, a second half hat-trick? Can he do it on his right foot? Silerson denies him right at the last. He doesn't quite get to pull it off, and we do end up winning 3-1. Fair play to Gaitan for picking up 2. I guess maybe that kind of answers the question of can he do it late game? He picked up 2 goals right at the end. He is very tired. His stamina is through the floor, but he did pick up 2 goals. Can you knock it? Not massively. One on his left foot, one on his right foot. Fair play to him. Both inside the box, but both very important goals. Really chuffed, honestly, I have to say. Very, very happy with how that game went. I'm very happy with how he played. Well done, Gaitan. Well, I did get into the third game of playing my opponent. I was losing, but my internet went and I completely lost connection. So my PC went down, everything. So this is a second part of the recording, which sucks, but just going to have to jump back into it. So sadly going to say Gaitan's played 1 extra game, but there's not much I can do about that. So hopefully this will be the final time we have to do this, but this is the next game we get into. Basically, I'm against Neymar, a lone Kaka, and a Varane. Yep. Get a lovely ball here to Osman, who's going to turn. Gets it to Mbappe. Where's Gaitan? There he is. Love that from you, Gaitan. Love that. Turns inside. Takes the strike. Right in that top corner. He knows exactly where that top pin is because he's found it already. And he's found it again. 1-0. Gaitan, love your work, mate. A fantastic turn. A fantastic goal. Honestly, I really like this card. I don't think he'd be that great a striker. I think if you are going to play him out as a wide cam on the right hand side, you probably need to boost the pace just a little bit more. But mate, I'm telling you, as a central cam, this Gaitan is fantastic. Lovely pass from Renato Sanchez. Osman up to Mbappe, back to Gaitan. Gaitan, what a strike that is from Gaitan. He finds the other top corner this time. Great strike there. The guy was having none of it, and that is a cheeky rage quit at 2-0. Both goals at the hand of Gaitan. I know that third game was obviously a little bit of a shorter one, but I think with all the highlights and everything we had from the first one especially, I think we have enough to see what I think about this Gaitan card. So my final thoughts on this card, and I'm sure it comes as no surprise when I say I actually love this card. I'm so happy that I managed to pack him. He's the worst one in regards to rating. He's the only one that isn't a walkout. Who cares? This guy is so good. I've thoroughly enjoyed using him. He obviously does have a few flaws. His strength is not great. He does get muscled off the ball a fair amount. In that first game, I don't know what it was, but he just seemed to hold the ball quite well, even up against players. In the other 2 games, he was getting knocked off the ball quite a bit. Both games we came up against Varane. Any form of physical challenge against Varane, unless I managed to get a skill move in, or lay the ball off, or get the shot off nice and quickly, he was going to lose the ball, because Varane is a very big, meta, strong centre-back. The only other flaw I really can think of is that his stamina was quite low. It says 76. It doesn't feel like 76. It probably feels like 70, which is very low. 70 stamina is not enough for a central cam. But honestly, if you're going to play this guy and start him, you can easily play him to the 70th minute minimum, and he's got enough stamina that you can just have fun with him, get the ball to him, and run the game from the middle of the park there. Skill moves, fantastic. Dribbling, awesome. Passing was fantastic. His shooting was great. His weak foot didn't feel bad. He really does feel like the complete cam. And if you are good with left-footed players, because some people don't like playing with left-footed players, I find sometimes left-footed players, if I forget they're left-footed, it's a bit of a stinker, but at least he's got 4-star weak foot. That's something. But for me, the big thing is you can cut in on a left foot and just finesse a shot. He's got 91 curve. They were sailing top bins, as you guys saw. Very good card. I highly recommend him. I absolutely love him. I'll just double check his price, because when I packed him, the first thing I did obviously was realise he was untradeable. The second thing I did was check his price. He was 100k. This card, are they serious right now? This card is 30,000 coins. Guys, for 30k, this is the cam. This is the one. Like, if you're using a Ligan team or an Argentinian team, or you're trying to get a link to your Osman, if you did the good Osman, or you've got this Renato Sanchez who's a really good CDM, and you want a nice green link, this is the card. This is such a good card, I promise you. But hopefully, guys, you have enjoyed this review. I've really enjoyed using him. Hopefully you guys can forgive me for the fact that obviously we played half the third game. The first game was in friendlies. Like I said, I'm still recovering, but hopefully you guys can understand that, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then please do smash that like button. It is greatly appreciated. And of course, if you're new to the channel, then please do consider subscribing, and make sure you turn on notifications to be told anytime that we upload a video, or indeed go live with a live stream. But for now, guys, I want to say a massive thank you for watching. I've been Tom. You guys have been awesome, and I hope to see you soon. Look after yourselves and wash your hands.
Let's go. Hursty games, and this how we do. Now it's time we team up. Check them online, you might catch them playing FIFA. Hey, yeah, you know we keep it live. Make sure to give a like and subscribe. Gaming channel, what's the best one? Keep it hella dope, hella fresh, huh? Yeah, Hursty games, tune in. Even told my grandmama, sister, and my best friend. You might want to check them if you want to be entertained. You already know the name. Check us out, Hursty games. Hey, whoop. Make sure to give a like and subscribe.